Well, good evening, everybody. This is George, and welcome to the channel Old Fart Pokemon. On tonight's episode, we're going to talk about the issue of in sports cards, what was called the junk slab era. And the question is today, are we moving into a junk slab era in terms of Pokemon and other TCGs? And let me define what I mean by junk slab. Now, in the early 80s, sports cards, baseball cards, football cards were really kind of a kid's thing. You could buy them for 35 cents a pack, and the cards were just cardboard printed on one side. Then we got into the later 80s. The junk slab started around 1986, 87, and went through about 94, 95. Now, why do we call it the junk slab? The issue is so many of each product was just being produced in mass. And the problem is in the early 80s, if you look at baseball cards, we had Topps, Don Ross, and Fleur were the big three. By the late 80s, we also had Score, Upper Deck entering the mixture, and everybody was just massively printing. And 86, 87, 88, people were massively buying it, but all of a sudden we realized they're just a massive glut. So I brought in here a box from 91 of hockey cards. Look at that. I bought the entire box for $15. What was there? I think 36 packs. And in the early 80s, the cards were very just cheap quality. It was like a just printed on. If you look by this era, what do we have? We have Kodak paper. Kind of cool. And actually for my younger viewers, today we just have everything digital. Back 20 years ago even, we had what was called film. And you'd put film in your camera, most often Kodak film, take a picture. Usually had 20 or 30 pictures. Then when it was done, you rewind the roll of film, take it down to your local drugstore, and give it to them. And a week later, you get your pictures back. That's all changed today. So, but this was kind of really cool. It actually had the pictures from Kodak, a lot of cool players. So actually from the early 80s to the late 80s, the quality of the cards significantly improved. So we're not talking about the quality of the cards. What we're talking about is cards just being massively printed. So why is this a discussion today? Well, a year ago we really had, what did we have? We had Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon, and kind of the big three, and that was about it. Now what do we have? We had Flesh and Blood come in, and now we just had MetaZoo. Looks like their pre-release boxes are crazy expensive, but that's true for most new TCGs. So the question is, and if Pokemon is ramping up production, are we going to see another junk slab? I think the quality is getting better and better, but all of these companies, TCG games, trading card games, their just print numbers are going up and up and up. So the question is, are we entering a junk slab? Well, the answer to that, to me, is supply and demand. As long as the demand is there and supply and demand are roughly in equilibrium, no, this is not a junk slab. Might be a slowing down a little bit of demand, but my opinion, we'll see. As long as supply and demand are equal, we're not in a junk slab like the early 80s with just massive amounts. I mean, look at this. I bought this entire box for $15. So, you know what? I have not opened this box. Great box of cards if you're a hockey fan. Kind of fun to look at. And got the entire box for $15. I haven't opened it in, what are we looking at now? 30 years. So, you know what? If you want it, go ahead and answer the question. In your opinion, are we entering a junk slab of Pokemon, or will supply continue to be strong? I think Pokemon is a very strong brand, in my opinion. So I think demand will be there, but we will see. So let me know. So what do you need to win this? Number one, please subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel. And number two, let us know, in your opinion, are we entering with TCGs a junk slab or not? Thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye.